So apparently, right, there's a whole pick me epidemic with a specific type of audience or demographic or race, however which way you want to say and stuff. I didn't know this was like going viral and whatever and stuff, but like I gotta understand what he's trying to say about this. Like,
So I've mentioned this on my channel previously. Minorities in America, they will turn a blind eye to racism as long as the white people view them better than the black people. Of course, it's not all, but it's very prevalent. If you're watching this video right now, if you're Indian or if you're Asian, you all got this one friend that wants to be white. He makes jokes clowning his own race, and they just fiend for the white approval. And like I say, bro, white supremacy has did a number on many groups of people in the world. We see it so much in the black community with the raccoons, you know, and it's just becoming more and more prevalent with minorities in America. So we got a tweet right here that says, "Is he eating with his hands?" And it's a photo of Zohran Mamdani, who is running for the mayor of New York. And I see no problem with this photo. I say this all the time, but
you don't see a problem with dude digging into the food with his fucking hands like that, bro? What is he doing? Wait a minute, what is he doing? Dude, there's fresh forks right there. What is he doing? That's not even like a race thing. That's just like a idiocy thing. What is he? What?
Who is running for the mayor of New York. And I see no
Bro,
problem with this photo. I say
with the rings on too. With the
Zohran
rings on
Mamdani,
too.
who is running for the mayor of New York. And I see no problem with this photo. I say this all the time, but in America, white people feel like if things aren't done by their way, the white way, it's automatically wrong. It's just so ironic because there are many American foods that are ate with the hand. Pizza, fries, burgers, like hot dogs. So because they
But like, dude, you can't, dude. That looks like a plate of rice and he's putting his fingernails into the rice rather than just using a spoon. That doesn't equate to like eating pizza with your hands or like eating tacos or something like that. That, like, what is this? Huh? Already a bad start. Already a bad start, Lil Tecca. You're already off to a bad start, Lil Tecca. That's strike one.
they want to eat rice with their hands, it's automatically wrong. But when people do that, it's okay, bro. Someone quote tweeted this and said, "I will speak on this again because I am Asian. I eat rice almost every day, and never once in my life have I eaten it with my hand. Use a spoon. This is disgusting." Hey, bro, she tap dancing, man. She want that white approval, boy. This is her, and I mean, it just looks like she wants to be white, in my opinion. Some of you American Asians really need to.
So we got two and two problems. We got Lil Tecca trying to like disguise the fact that dude is eating with his fucking hands, right? On a paper plate that you could just use the fork with. It's not like you're eating something that requires you to use your hands. What is going on? He's in a fresh suit with rings on. If we're being honest, that picture, it looks like a photo shoot. If we're being honest, like a moment. It doesn't even look like he's actually doing it. You get what I mean? And then we have this chick who has to mention that she's Asian because that's how motherfuckers get you on Twitter, bro. They always gotta have an opinion and be like, well, since I'm black, since I'm white, since I'm Asian, I'm Hispanic. Cause like, nigga, we didn't ask that part. Just tell us what you think. Like, oh my gosh.
Pretending you speak for Asia. You're not Asian. You're American with Asian ancestry.
Yo.
That's it. Having immigrant grandparents doesn't give you a PhD in other people's culture. Asia has thousands of cultures, hundreds of ways of living. Just because you've got Asian blood doesn't mean you get to call other Asians disgusting. You're not cultured.
True,
you're just
though.
allowed, you know what? Hey, and I applaud that, bro. I feel like every group of people is going to have that kiss.
That's
up,
actually
you
true.
know, the raccoons. And we call them raccoons in here. You know, I don't know what y'all call them.
And that goes for any
everybody
race.
has that group of people that just, you just make us sick, bro. What are you doing? Here we go. Another quote tweet. As an Asian, I feel I have authority on rice. Eating rice with your hands is gross, strange, and barbaric. Nobody in my family has ever done this. He acts like utensils were never invented. And this is him. The picture's a little blurry, but he's Asian, okay? Gen Z conservative. Another tweet we have, you are Asian, you're American. As an Asian from Asia, I have authority to tell you that Asians have always eaten rice with their hands. And it's pictures of just people eating rice with their hands, bro. Clearly, nothing wrong with that. Someone quoted this tweet and said,
like, listen, I get it. I get the, like, this, you know, what's the word? I forgot the word, bro. Point is, I get it and everything. My only opinion about it is the fact that, like, bro, my cat's going. He was like, look. No, he's asleep, bro. Whenever my cat does this thing where he looks to the side, and if he looks to the side, that often means somebody is like making noise or somebody's like, in the house, like near. No one else is in the house but me. So it's like when I'm looking at him, and then he real quick he like, and I didn't hear no real noise indicator. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? But like, look, I'm not trying to say it's wrong to use your hands to eat. What I'm saying is like, bro, in the picture, dude clearly is in full suit mode. There's forks around. What is like? I feel like this definitely is just a photo moment. I said it was a photo moment, and I truly believe 100% now it's a photo moment because like, come on, bro. Not just from the fact that it's shot like a photo, like a really good professional photo, but I feel like it's symbolism for what he's gonna do for New York. He's gonna use his bare hands to keep the streets clean. Like he's gonna feast on the underworld. Okay, he's gonna make sure y'all are good. Props to Mamdani. I see what you're doing, my boy. I see the symbolism. But yo, for the other dude trying to say like, oh yeah, this is barbaric. Like nigga, I'm not trying to say it's barbaric. I'm just saying like, yo, like, why would you want to dirty your hands when you could just use a fork? That's just me. Like, but
East Asians. And this is him, by the way, man. Oh my God, this dude. I think I saw Young Don do a video on him, bro. So yeah. Some white lady replied under that tweet and said, as my Singaporean friend used to say, the jungle Asians. Laughing emojis. 6,000 likes. That same lady from the first tweet,
fuck?
she ended up like replying under it. She said, this is accurate. There are jungle Asians, Southeast Asians, island people, and there are fancy Asians, Taiwanese, Chinese, Japan. Man, I can guarantee you they all the same way, though. You know what I'm saying? The lady ended up replying, fancy Asians, ha ha ha, 2,000 likes. And then she said, inner Asian racism actually goes hard. We're funny. I mean, God damn, get off her dick, my nigga. Shit, golly. Look at this comment, y'all. The browns of Asians don't count. It's known. Hey, bro, this thread is crazy. It's like very. If you Asian, it's gonna make you mad. I'm not gonna read no more of this, bro. But it's mainly other Asians feeding into it. So this is a screenshot from a TikTok. And it says true Asian, which I believe is Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. And then chopped Asians are basically all the South, Asian countries, bro. Which is
cap, because I seen a bad Thailand Asian, bro. I seen baddies from different walks. They don't have to be Korean. They don't have to be Japanese. Like, come on now, bro.
And like I say, bro, throughout all time in history, the lighter you are, the better. Whiteness is considered the standard, like it's the best. I don't know why, but yeah. And if you're darker, you got some brown, some melanin in you, you're at the bottom, bro. It's always been like that.
I have not talked about this topic in a while, but I came across a video of this Filipino girl that moved to Australia, and she found her Australian boyfriend, and he's Caucasian. I'm all about bringing culture together. I think it's amazing. People are interested about the Filipino culture. I'm like, hell yeah, this is what it is. But I think I just drew the line when she posted a video of her boyfriend or husband, I don't know what they are now, and she captions it, "Hey future kids, I've just secured your blue eyes and a better nose." And I know that this is an ongoing thing, and I can't speak about someone's experience, but I remember when I was in school, this is the biggest thesis I have in one of my paper, and I did a lot of research and I read books and studies about it, especially things that has to do with colonial mentality in the Philippines and the ideation of whiteness, and not just skin color whiteness, but the idea of what whiteness can bring to the Philippines and the social status that can give you. A lot of Filipinos, when they look at someone who's white, they already correlate that to someone who's better in a lot of aspects
that's
in life.
Worldwide.
Like
that is literally worldwide, bro. Black community, we see that. You know what I'm saying?
Like we already got
like colorism in the black community,
deal with that.
Featureism in the black community. If you got a big nose, it's ugly. You got big lips, ugly.
Like he's saying, big nose, ugly, big lips, ugly. Like niggas already be on your head top about different shit, and they be your own race. They be your own brothers and sisters, bro. Like that's just.
You know what I'm saying? Your skin darker is ugly.
That's like a damn
shame. If you got a skinny nose, you know what I'm saying? If you got lighter skin,
When they say your cheeks are like too rounded, too big, you ain't got no dimples, your chin is flat, and it's like, nigga, there's like different preferences for like people and whatever and stuff. But at the same time, we can't help that we was born with rosy cheeks and like small jawline. Like we can't help all these different things, bro. And then y'all just being rude about it. Like niggas don't know how to just be real. Like
This shit is worldwide, bro.
Standings, jobs. In one of the papers that I read, a lot of Filipinos subconsciously try to reach that level. It is not new. If you just go to the Philippines, go to any kind of store, every soap is whitening soap. Everything is all about making your skin whiter. Actors
True.
and actresses are revered for having more Eurocentric features, and if they're half white, oh my god, they're just, doesn't matter if they have talent or not, doesn't even matter if they can speak the language or not, they'll be a really famous Filipino actor. Besides the point, I know where the hurt is coming from, especially because a lot of those papers and books that I've read has talked about that. But I think the goal now, and I can't keep talking about the past, I just need to be able to talk about the present. And so the goal now is like, especially my own personal goal, is to elevate me being Filipino, elevate me and my culture.
I feel for y'all, man. Y'all gotta start checking these bootlickers in the Asian community.
Asian racism is always like slightly, just a little bit more accepted for some weird reason.
One reason is our own people. Let me show you something. Think it stops
y'all-
there?
no. What the fuck?
Joke about Asians eating pets in the year 2025 getting hundreds of thousands of likes? More likely than you think. I censored that guy's face because I'm 90% sure they're a minor and hopefully they grow, but he is not an isolated incident. There are so many Asians who are quick to use stereotypes as the foundation of their jokes, of their humor. Whether people
Yo,
want-
and that's crazy too. Like, not even just from that perspective. When I looked at hold on, bro, not even just from like the food perspective. When I look at this, cause that's a black cat up in there, bro. That makes me think about my shit. I'm like, yo, come on now, bro. Dude, let him out.
y'all
Like,
there,
what the
no.
fuck? So weird.
I'm 90% sure they're a minor, and there are so many Asians who are quick to use stereotypes as the foundation of their jokes, of their humor. Whether people want to admit it or not, this perpetuates racism. It normalizes it. Comedy is powerful. Comedy transcends
That's what I be saying
communities
about these.
in
Oh, bro, just
positive
the word you can
ways
say
and
is funny.
negative ways. Asians are more than capable of being funny without relying on racial stereotypes as a crutch. I like to use Nat Community Channel on YouTube as a great example of that. I grew up with her. So funny. You don't have to use an accent. So why do some Asians do this? A lot of the time it has to do with wanting to appeal to other communities or gain approval from them. It's easy to assimilate into another culture if you betray your own. Another reason is that there are opportunities for material gain. There are many creators, comedians who've built a platform off of racialized humor, off of exaggerated accents, making fun of their parents, and they
Hey.
get rewarded.
This happens in the black community too. Y'all remember old boy? Damn, what's his name? King Batch. You know, he used to do watermelon fried
King
chicken all the time,
Kabak.
you know. And when I was young, it was like, okay, it was. I mean, I'm not gonna be that type of person that be like King Beck wasn't funny, because for his time he was funny.
I mean, I guess. Like for some of the premiere memes that he had during that time period and stuff, I guess they were funny. But at the same time, when people be like, "Oh, we want Vine back, we want Vine back," when I be thinking about that, I be thinking about how like Vine was prominent when we were like in high school. That shit dipped off and it died literally before we even exited high school. Like that shit started up like 2013, right? End of middle school, start of high school, and then ended literally before we even got into college for, people like me, right? For, like 2000 babies and stuff. So it's like, I don't know if we can assume that King Bach technically was funny, or if it's more so our idiocy as like teenagers for the time period and everything. What we were seeing, it's like, haha, that's is that really funny? Is it really funny? Or is it just our brains duping us? Because a lot of things seem funny when you're younger. But as you get older, you start to realize, like, wait a minute, that's not
what's funny at the time.
that's not
But
the
looking
case.
back, it was like it was lame, bro. You was doing
Yeah, like
corny
literally,
little
it's
shit
like,
like that to, appease other audience. He got big off of that, and we
but it's not even just like it's not even overall the watermelon stuff and whatever and shit. Because I wouldn't even view King Bach as somebody that's like completely trying to appease towards that stereotypical like type of humor. It's more so niggas just doing shit just to do shit. That's literally what Vine was. Niggas were just doing shit all over the place. And then it's even worse now, obviously, because it cultivated a generation. It cultivated a group of, people. You see all over on TikTok, you see with different platforms, even on Twitch, on Kick, all the time, motherfuckers are just trying to be edgy with stuff. So
still see it today.
I think that's literally what it is.
Man, hey, this shit is real.
For it. They get brand deals. They get opportunities to perform at big stages, the Golden Globes. Unfortunately, I think that Asian racism will continue to not be taken seriously. It's not just these aspects. There are others like the model minority myth. Having positive stereotypes is not a good thing, trust me. Those rob us of the nuances in our communities, and that's a whole nother bag of rice to open for a different day. Every time an Asian decides to use an exaggerated accent and stereotypes to build their platform, a Japanese government official denies their war crimes.
Things I did as an Asian kid to fit in, which was just internalized racism. When I was younger, I developed a serious case of internalized racism. I grew up playing sport in Australia.
But yeah, I pretty much get the idea and everything on like the situation with the whole pick me movement, because it doesn't just pertain towards the Asian culture. It pertains to, like, different races in general. You have blacks that do that. You have whites that do that. Ironically, you have whites that do that too. People trying to be something that they're not, trying to like assimilate, like he said, into something that they really pretty much don't belong in, because that's not what their true nature is. And it's like, bro, like,
what you did when you were younger. If you experienced
in some cases it'd be like, okay, because areas and whatnot, but like, yo,
about this, I can guarantee you probably got a friend that fits the stereotypes of those people tweeting. If you really don't have a brain for yourself and you the type that want to fit in, being a minority in a predominantly white space will do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like we see the raccoons in the black community. Like, it's so many. Like, it's crazy now. I see what the Asians, like, on Twitter, what they got going on, man. That is wild. And I see that all the time. Like, I've been seeing so many videos on my TikTok of other Asians speaking out about their internalized racism. And I want to say this, as a white person, bro, you do not have to feel bad to be white.
It's
like,
the raccoons.
My
for
point
me.
in these videos is just to show y'all that being European and white is like the standard. It's been the standard for a very long time. And nowadays, you got white people be like, oh, we're suppressed. We're not the... They're only feeling bad because we just want to be recognized as well. Equality feels like oppression to these people. It's just crazy. I think the game came out, the Ghost of Tsushima sequel. The character was an Asian woman, and you had people mad. I mean, they was about to not buy the game, and it's like, bro, how many games do we have with a white male protagonist? Nobody says anything.
Now, this is where I have to click off, because that's not why people were mad. People were more so mad with the fact that she was a female protagonist, and in my personal opinion, that's really not an issue. That's not really a problem to have a female protagonist within a game. The fact that people were complaining off the bat just because it's like, oh yeah, she's a female, woke nature and all this other bullshit, it's like, bro, come on, like, are we serious right now? Like, because guess what? The game ended up being good anyway, regardless of what gender, what race she is. It ended up being really good. So, yeah. But like, yeah, these niggas, they gotta fix their tone. Like that's like my final opinion on it. People gotta fix their tone.